The Chicago Bears are ready to shock the world. They had arguably one of the biggest off seasons in franchise history, and they're about to put it on the field. They traded back the #1 overall pick and got a haul, which included getting offensive rookie tackle Darnell Wright. They stacked the defense with multiple 100-plus tackle players like Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards. The offensive stock boomed, bringing in guys like DJ Moore, Nate Davis, Tyler Scott, Deontay Foreman, and Rashawn Johnson. And a young defensive core for the future with Javon Dexter Sr., Tyreek Stevenson, Zach Pickens, and Terrell Smith. On top of that, last season, they already had a young core in place that grew a lot. Justin Fields, Khalil Herbert, Tevin Jenkins, Cole Kmet, Darnell Mooney, Jaquan Brisker, Kyler Gordon, and Jack Sanborn are all guys that are ready to go and make that huge leap in 2023. And with all that talent, they also have a great coaching staff led by Matt Eberflus and a front office led by Ryan Poles. Every team in the NFL is terrified of the Chicago Bears, and I'm here to break down why. Hello, everyone. Back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Brody. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Yes, I think that the Chicago Bears are going to be the most terrified team in the league in 2023. And with the third easiest schedule in the NFL, according to multiple reports, why not the Super Bowl Bears? Before I break down more, make sure to enter our giveaway of the 35-inch by 43-inch autographed Justin Fields framed jersey, and here's how to enter. Make sure to like this video, go to our Twitter, link in the description. You're going to want to follow us, retweet the pinned tweet, and like the pinned tweet. It's our giveaway. Subscribe to our channel. You're already here, and comment here, bear down. Now, let's get into it. Here is their schedule. Week 1, they take on the Green Bay Packers as America Game of the Week. Jordan Love versus Justin Fields. The future of the rivalry is here, though Jordan Love won't last long. Week 2 at Tampa Bay. Tampa is going through a full-blown rebuild right now. Just keep that in mind. Week 3, America's Game of the Week again against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. This is going to be the hardest and best challenge for the Chicago Bears this upcoming season. Week 4 at home against the Denver Broncos. That is also our Murphy's viewing party. Link in the description for that. You can sign up and it's entirely free. Week 5 at the Washington Commanders, which is on Thursday Night Football. And I have no idea what's going on with the Washington Commanders, if they're in a rebuild or they're ready. I have no idea, but it's going to be a great game. Week 6 at home against the Vikings. They traded their entire defense away, so I'm not too worried about them at the moment. Week 7 against the Las Vegas Raiders. Jimmy Garoppolo comes home, but he won't be cooking like people think. Week 8 at the LA Chargers, which is Sunday Night Football. Chargers are either always hurt, they're always healthy, but they are always scrappy. Week 9 at the New Orleans Saints. Also high-key in a rebuild. Week 10, Thursday Night Football against the Carolina Panthers. Let's crush them to make sure their record is as terrible as possible. Week 11 at the Detroit Lions. It's going to be a great game. Let's just put that out there. Week 12 at the Minnesota Vikings. It's going to be an interesting game as well. We'll break that down in a little bit. Week 13 is a bye week. Honestly, great position for a bye week as the team is getting ready for a playoff push and also can get themselves ready and reset. Week 14 against the Detroit Lions. This game will be at home, outside at Soldier Field. Keep that in mind as Detroit plays inside. Week 15 at the Cleveland Browns. No one wants to go there on vacation, and Cleveland definitely doesn't want Chicago to come to town. Week 16 at home against the Arizona Cardinals. They are in beyond a rebuild, and honestly, I hope we absolutely destroy them. Week 17 against the Atlanta Falcons at home. Ryan Pace is back in town and will probably have more security, or honestly, I don't even know if he'll come to Chicago. And week 18 at the Green Bay Packers, and yes, the Packers will still suck. So let's break down some key players for this season. Let's state the obvious, Justin Fields. Fields has shown he can do it all, whether it be throwing or with his feet. Much more established with his feet, some people are still questioning his throwing ability. But Fields has had no help his entire NFL career, and I don't count Allen Robinson as help because he did not want to play football. But he has had some beautiful throws in the NFL with what he has had to work with, and now that he has a room, it's going to be dangerous. Speaking of them, DJ Moore and Chase Claypool are also going to be impact players. If they're connecting with Fields and making the offense expand better, this team is going to be unstoppable. The entire offensive line, especially Braxton Jones and Darnell Wright, if these two can protect Justin Fields for a long time, there is going to be sustained success for a very long time, as both of them are under 25 years old. And Justin Fields can know that his blindside guys are protecting him. It's going to be a great day. Kyler Gordon and Jaquan Brisker are also on my list. The two young guys leading the defense. Eddie Jackson isn't going to stay around forever, but I think he'll still be on the team for a minute. But if these guys can ball out this year and be big, they're going to turn around a lot of games, and they have to change entire offensive game plans. Then finally, Yannick Ngakoue and DeMarcus Walker. The two edges were brought in for help this season for the Chicago Bears to create pressure on the quarterback and the run game. In my personal opinion, it's really going to fall on them because it's going to be a domino effect all the way to the backfield, four guys like Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon. Those are my key players. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. Now let's go into my record prediction. Week 1 against Green Bay, I have the Chicago Bears winning this game 28-10. Jordan Love is not going to be able to do anything against the Chicago Bears defense. Justin Fields is going to ball out, and this defense is going to show that the monsters of the Midway are back, baby. They are 1-0 after week 1. Week 2 at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which the Buccaneers are going through a complete rebuild right now. They're leaving Tampa Bay 2-0 after beating Tampa Bay 31-7. Week 3 against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. No Chris Jones for that defense as of right now is big for Chicago. Along with that, their offensive line doesn't have a guy named Orlando Brown Jr. anymore making protection from Patrick Mahomes. But at the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. And I think that the Chiefs still have the edge over Chicago this time around. But Chicago falls in this game, and they are 2-1. Come back home for week 4 against Denver, our Murphy's viewing party, which I hope you guys can all make. The Chicago Bears are going to be 3-1 as Russell Wilson won't be able to do anything ever since he's left Pete Carroll in Seattle, and the Bears are 3-1. Week 5 at the Washington Commanders. I have this as another win on Thursday Night Football. Bears want revenge for last year. The Commanders are not at the level of the Chicago Bears, and this team is dangerous. They are 4-1 entering week 6. Week 6 against the Minnesota Vikings at home. I am excited about this because the Bears are hot. Division games are always fun, and this team has no one to be worried about on that side of the ball besides Justin Jefferson. Bears win 35-21 and are 5-1 entering week 7. Week 7 at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. Bears are still red hot, and who knows if Jimmy Garoppolo will even be a starter at that point because Las Vegas is just not, they're just no one I think that is special on paper. They have big name players, but they don't gel well together. And I got the Bears winning this game 24-13. Las Vegas does have a decent defense, but the Bears aren't going to score a lot, but they're not going to score a lot either. And the Bears are 6-1 entering week 8. This is where things get fun at the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Football. Our friend Eric Kramer played for both the Chargers and the Chicago Bears, and I know he'll be at that game because I might be as well. But like I said earlier, the Chargers are always scrappy in a weird way, and I think that scrappiness will get to the Chicago Bears this time around and hand the Bears their second loss. They'll be 6-2 entering week 9. Week 9 at the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr is leading the way now for the Saints, along with Michael Thomas being back in that tough New Orleans defense. But you got to remember the Chicago Bears won their Super Bowl in that famous New Orleans Superdome, and I think that the Bears are going to keep winning because the Super Bears are back, and the Bears win this game 31-21 and are 7-2 entering week 10. Week 10 against the Carolina Panthers on Thursday Night Football at Soldier Field. You know the Bears are going to crush them to make sure their record is as terrible as possible so that their first-round pick is in our favor. Bears win 42-10 and are 8-2 entering week 11. The Bears, unfortunately, always have a rough patch of games, and this is where I think that we're going to get it out of their system, but it's good. I'd rather do it now than at the end of the season. Bears in week 11 are at Detroit. At Detroit is a tough place to play. They're a lot better ball club than they used to be, and again, there's no denial of that. I give my tip of the cap to the Detroit Lions, and I think that they're going to be flirting with a similar record, not as good as Chicago at the time, but I think it's going to be tough. Bears are going to drop this game. It's okay, though. It's okay because the Bears are still 8-3 entering week 12. I hate to say this about week 12, but they're going to be at the Minnesota Vikings, and I think that the Bears are somehow going to lose this game because of the officials. I just got that weird feeling. It happens every single time in Minnesota, and the Bears are going to enter the bye at 8-4 on a 2-game losing streak. Week 13 is the bye. Rest up, get reset, all good to go. Week 14 against the Detroit Lions at home. I'm excited about this game because Detroit doesn't play outside. The Bears are going to want their number. Bears win this game and are 9-4 entering week 15. Week 15 is at the Cleveland Browns. Who wants to go to Cleveland on vacation or to watch the Bears game absolutely destroy the Browns? But this time around, I think Cleveland has the Bears number again. It's going to be one of those weird games. It's going to be a loss that ignites the fire under this team. They're still at 9-5 entering week 16. But overall, Myles Garrett is still on that Cleveland Browns team. Deshaun Watson can still do things. Overall, I think the Bears lose this game. But don't worry, The next 3 games are going to be a lot of fun. Week 16 at home against the Arizona Cardinals, dub. Bears are winning this game. Just going to put that out there. Arizona is going to be terrible. The Bears are going to be pissed off that they dropped 3 of their last 4, and they're going to notch their 10th win of the season and be 10-5. Week 17 at home against the Atlanta Falcons. Ryan Pace's team again. There's no way they're losing to them. Atlanta is still 2 or 3 years away, even with Bijan Robinson. And the Bears win this game and are 11-5 entering Week 18 at Green Bay. And don't worry about it, because Green Bay ain't Green Bay anymore. The Bears own the North. The Bears are winning this game and entering the season and ending the season at 12-5. Bears win the NFC North. I put it on my gravestone. Punch it in. Bears are winning it. Hope you guys are as pumped as I am. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down.